Alright, in this video that you're about to watch is the rest of the Outrigger video part of the series. The next two part is going to be of the bumper itself, but this is going to finish up the Outriggers. So if you did want to make some Outriggers to outfit on your current truck without redoing the bumper, this would probably be the last part of the video. The only thing I don't have in this video is the actual jacks themselves, but that's pretty self-explanatory. They just weld on the end. So this is pretty much the last of the actual Outriggers. It'll obviously be in other videos, but the other video too, depending on how much footage I got to make it work, it's gonna be mostly just building the bumper off of the Outrigger too. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy, and if y'all like this thing, let me know in the comments this type of video, or if something if you don't like this, let me know in the comments. I just like to know, get feedback from y'all, see what y'all like, so I can give y'all better videos. But I hope y'all enjoy. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm hoping y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take this a little piece of 3/8, 3 by 3/8 by 1.5 inches. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put it at the end here. And we're going to weld it on. I'm going to clamp it down so it stays. Basically, because that tube is too short, it's a lot bigger, I got to take up some of the space. I'm going to do one here, then I'm going to come in. I got to figure out what's put in the nail, then come back. Got my last stop right there. I don't want it to be able to come all the way out. That one on the other tube is going to be bolted in, so if I do need to remove this, whether replace it, put a new jack on it, whatever, I just undo 2 bolts, slide the whole thing out, and it'll be good to go. Alright YouTube, so now we got some plates, some shims basically. It's all 3/8 plate. Spin y'all on and show you what the deal is with them. So I already added these two. Basically this is as far, I'm going to have another, this way. This plate is I'm going to drill 2 holes and thread them. I'm going to bolt in right there. So that when this comes out, that'll fit that. I won't let it come out. For somebody that do have to take it out, just take the 2 bolts out, slide the whole thing out, and it's good. Then I'm going to put another one of these on the side of this. Same deal. And I have it like that. And I have 2 bolts in it. And then once I got the 2 bolts, I'm going to put 2 bolts in it, and then that'll be good to go. I didn't think that. I may have to cut that down a little bit, but we'll figure that out. So basically, yeah, these I have 2 holes in each. I'm going to make you 3 just because of the size. And that way, if I do gotta take it out, I can, but I don't have to have it out. But yeah, a little bit closer up, that should be fine. A little bit of slop, but not bad. I think if I can see what I'm doing. There's a little bit of slop in here. Not too bad. But we're gonna be one here that's gonna help eliminate all that. Alright, so in this clip right here I'm tacking. I know I don't have my helmet and all that on, but I'm just tacking on a piece of not 1/8 inch, it's a 1/2 inch plate. Because I had a piece of 3/8 in there, but it's a little loose still, so I figured I might be able to get away with putting a piece of 1/2 inch in. But we'll see. Time to find, I'll just see in just a sec. It's a little bit too much space, it can't really get in there, so. But as you can see right now, I'll show you. Helps to take the ground off, normally helps. Alright, let's test fit it and see if it fits. Going once. Nope, just a little too snug. Won't go in. But yeah, base what we got. So I was gonna drill these out to the 3/16, and then I used the bit that came with the tap. Wasn't much difference, a little bit, not a whole lot. So now all we're gonna do is just I don't have a T-handle. I did at one point, but so just gonna right down. It is just some oil, pension oil, I think it's sorts, but. Alright guys, so now we got the, now I'm just tapping away. These are 1/4 taps is what it is, just standard 1/4 inch. So just going along with that, like I said, I know I was probably supposed to be using a T-handle. Probably would prevent what happens next, but hey, it is what it is. Still got the job done. So just, as you can see, just tapping away, nothing too exciting. I don't normally do a whole lot of tapping. It's kind of hit on once in a while when I have to, I will. But yeah, I got the one plate, and this is the second plate I'm tapping. So nothing too exciting. Nope, just knocked over my can, but it'll be alright. But yeah, so tapping away, and as you can see in this next clip, I snapped it.
Alright, so as y'all can see, I snapped the tap. I'm trying to get the old tap out. Doesn't really work too well, so I end up just snapping it off flush, so then I don't have any issues. I was I was gonna go back through and drill 2 new holes, so then I can, or drill another hole so I can re-tap it once it's in the thing, once it's in the tube. I didn't get around to doing it. I really think I only need one, especially since I got that other plate on top. I think gonna make that big a difference, so I think I'm just gonna go without it. And so far it's gonna be good. I'll let you know once we get everything together and get it working. But yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing here. Is just trying to get that old tap out, or at least flushed out, and not have any issues. But yeah, basically all we got going on with this. It sucks that I broke the tap, but it happens. I never claimed to be a good tapper. I did take some machining in college, but one class, and I didn't break a tap there, but that was a little different circumstances too. So, anyway, I just want to let y'all know what we're doing here, and I'll probably cut this off here because it's kind of boring.
So what I'm now, I'm walking out 1 foot increments, then I can drill the hole for the pin. Alright guys, so right now I'm just sliding it in, trying to get an idea of where I want to put that last hole. Oh, no, I think that's a 1 foot hole. So, like I said, I put 1 foot increments to figure out where I want it in and all that. Yeah, that's about 1 foot out. So, just so then I can figure it out. To have equal increments, just not random holes throughout everything. Right now I'm getting the welder bot over there. And yeah, again, I don't have my helmet on. I know, I apologize. I need to get better at doing that. Don't worry, after this, I came home that night and my wife was like, "You look burnt." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I may have been welding tacking without a helmet. Under my eyelids and all that was all burnt." So I was like, "Yeah, I need to stop getting better at that." But anyway, that's not here nor there. Right now I'm just pulling that out. This is just an oil jack I had. Just one I had. I think I cut it off something. I don't really remember, to be honest with you. But I just wanted to get it tacked down so I have some kind of like reference point to make sure it's going to look right. And also to make sure we don't have any issues later on. Background for a minute. So I'm just going to get that tacked on and then we're going to go from there. And also I want to get that tacked on so I get that the final pin hole, basically what it's going to be most of the time when it's in the truck and rolled up. Get that taken care of. So that's also what I was doing in this video. But yeah, I think that's about all I'm going to show y'all of this. I got more footage, but let me see if I can chop it up and make it a little more entertaining for y'all. But yeah, thank you for watching so far and enjoy. Alright, so I got them all marked. I'm pulling that one out so I can find the mark. Basically what I'm going to do is, instead of drilling everything out with, it's either a 3/4 ended up being, or a 5/8. I don't remember. I think it's 5/8, but instead of using that the whole way, I'm going ahead and putting a pilot bit, I guess you could say. And I think I started out with a 1/4, and now I'm going up to, I'd center it with the 5/8 bit, and then once I get the center point, I'd go through with a 1/4 inch, then a 3/8. So then it went all the way up from 1/4 to half, and then after half I'd go through and use the 5/8 just to get the final bit out of there. Because otherwise, those the big bit, the 5/8 bit I was using is just a black oxide bit. And if anybody ever uses those things, they just complete garbage. They don't last long, especially in a hand drill. In a drill press, they actually do halfway decent, but so I'm just gonna drill them all out. These are some of the walt bits. I think they're not the top graded ones. They were on sale. I think they're like $10 for a set, so I always just buy sets. I got more sets in my trucks than I do drill bits sometimes. Good bits at least. But yeah, that's all we're doing. Just gonna go through and drill that out and go from there. Alright, so right now I'm just testing everything out, make sure all the pins are going to latch in by itself, and make sure it's going to work right. What I did want to do is just make sure it looked right and make sure everything was going to be right. So I'm just sitting back there thinking, making sure it's going to be right. Keep saying that, I know. But yeah, after this, everything turned out pretty well. I don't think I had any major issues. So what I'm doing now in the video, well, my next step after this is to go ahead and start in the bumper, because pretty much the outrigger done. The only thing I didn't have was the jacks, which honestly I didn't do that. I didn't fix the jacks till today, as of probably this video being uploaded. I've been waiting on the jacks to come in, but yeah, I'm just standing on it, beating on it. This jack was a little bent up inside. I forget. I think I took it off my dad's dump trail. But yeah, it ends up pretty good. But please stay tuned for the next part of the video. It's going to be of building the actual bumper itself. Which, if anybody asks, this was a quick part. The bumper took forever just to make it how I wanted it and make sure I was doing it the way that it would be the most effective. But stay tuned. Oh, thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next part of this video. Talk to y'all later.